Very welcome back. Thanks for staying with us now. Most of us struggle to find the perfect balance between our hearty yet delicate chowder. And this morning, Fiona Staunton from Fiona's Food for Life has joined us now with a lighter tomato-based fish chowder. Good morning to you. How are you? Welcome back to the show.
Thank you
Because
very much.
what we think of when we think of fish chowder, that heavy, creamy fish chowder.
Yeah, and I think we've got such beautiful fish throughout the country. It's much better to show it off in a lovely, light, tasty chowder rather than a heavy
creamy one. Because sometimes that's all you're tasting, really, isn't it? That sort of heavy cream in it. So what have you got for us this morning? What fish have you got?
Okay, so the fish we've got some salmon and some hake. We've got some mussels, and then we've got some smoked fish. So if you go to your local fishmonger, a lot of the time you'll get quite an orangey coloured smoked fish.
Yeah.
But that has a lot of chemicals and things in it. This is actually a natural smoked haddock. So if you ask your fishmonger, he should be able to get that for you. So we've got a nice mix of fish here. But to start, what we're going to do is you peel and chop your potatoes, and we're going to pop them onto a steamer so that they're going to cook. We don't want them to go too mushy in it, so we're going to steam them separately.
Right.
And then we have our onions, our celery and our garlic in here. But what I'm going to show you to do here is first how to chop an onion into nice, even pieces.
All right.
OK, so the trick is keeping the root intact.
Oh, OK.
So you keep this bit intact and you want to work on a flat surface. So we're going to cut through about 3 or 4 times, but about 90% of the way.
Yeah.
OK, so we go like this. Now you can still pick it up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn it and we're going to go down about 5 or 6 times. But it's still intact at the root.
Yeah,
and then you turn it and you go down like this and you have nice, even pieces. And then you just get rid of that.
Get rid of that bit. No.
So it's great when you're not going to blend up something and you don't want big chunks.
And obviously be careful because that's a very sharp knife.
It is. A sharp knife always helps.
Oh, yeah.
So just go down a few times. Oops. And then we turn it and chop this way.
OK, so the onions and then they all go into... What else have you put in there into the pot?
OK, so before we went on air, I put some chorizo. So these make a really nice addition to the dish. You can leave them out if you want, but I find the kids love it. They fish through the chowder to find the chorizo. So I've sealed these off a little bit. Then I put in the onion, celery and the garlic. And now we're going to add back in our chorizo. We're going to add in our chopped courgettes.
So it's keeping it nice and chunky as well.
Exactly. It's a lovely chunky soup. So we have some chopped parsley and some anchovies. I know it's not your favourite, but it gives it...
After yesterday's anchovies.
It gives it a nice salty flavour. You don't really taste the anchovies, but it gives a nice depth of flavour.
OK.
We have some fish stock. So I tend to use just the 800 grams of the fish stock. I tend to use the gel cubes for this. It's the easiest way to do it. And we have 400 mils of passata. And
all into one big pot.
All into one, yeah. Just turn that up a little bit.
And then how long do you leave? Do you let that cook off for a while before you add your fish?
I do, yeah, because you don't want to overcook the fish. This is just a little bit of saffron I'm going to add in.
Yeah.
Again, that'll give a little bit of depth of flavour. So we're going to leave this simmering for about 5 minutes.
OK.
And then when that's been simmering for about 5 minutes, we're going to add in some of the fish. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about this that we have here today. This is called samphire.
Right.
It's a halophyte, which is actually a plant that grows near salty water.
Okay.
So if you have a taste of it, it's quite crunchy and it's definitely quite salty. And it adds a bit of texture and it's full of minerals.
Right.
So it adds a bit of texture and we're going to put it in on top of the chowder. But if you had, say, a hot smoked salmon, it would be a beautiful salad to put it on a bed of that. Okay. And you're getting lots of different minerals and things. And it's something a little bit different. But
now, I was saying to you, do we overcook fish? And you were saying, yes, we probably do. Like, everything here only takes about 5 minutes. Yeah. And I know most people would put it into a chowder and leave it for about 20 minutes, thinking, oh, the fish needs to be cooked through.
It really only takes about 5 minutes. And the easiest thing is just take the largest piece out and cut it. And just as it goes opaque, it's done. You don't want to overcook it.
So you're going to add them in
we'll say these have been in for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're going to add in our fish. So you could put in prawns if you like. You could put in trout. I mean, really, we need to be having at least 2 portions of fish a week. And at least one of those needs to be oily fish. So I always say to the kids, you know, in order to concentrate at school, you need to be having your fish. This is going to help you concentrate and it's going to help with your brain.
And the mussels go in as well.
The mussels go
probably
in as
like
well.
shorter time probably need that. They just open themselves then.
They're just going to open themselves as well.
Cool.
So then at this stage, you can add in your chopped cherry tomatoes. and your potatoes, which have just steamed.
Which you have steamed.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to add those in.
How many would that serve? You'd get easily get 6 people.
You
of that,
would. You get
wouldn't
4 to 6 out of that. And you can eat it the next day. Look, you can take it to work the next day for lunch. The fish is going to fall apart because it's been there that bit longer, but it really, really tastes well.
And is it like something like a bolognese or a stew or like that, when it's over, when you do leave it overnight, it tastes better the next day?
Not really,
with fish.
Not really with the fish, but it still works well. And then,
okay, you're going to serve up then?
Yeah,
you're ready
I have
to go?
some here.
Kira's going to come in and taste it.
So what I do at the last minute, I've already added into this is I'm going to add in the juice of 1 whole lemon and some lemon zest. So it's going to give it a really nice flavour. And I season this one as you put it all in there. Okay.
Is this something you'd like now?
Absolutely.
You'd love it, nice. But a tomato-based.
Yeah, I thought when you said tomato-based, I thought she'll obviously just put in a wee bit of cream, just a wee touch, but you don't put in any.
No.
So I'd probably end up putting in a wee tiny bit of cream.
Because it's the traditional fish chowder type of thing.
Yeah, but I absolutely love.
And if you like a bit of Tabasco, you can pop a bit of
and
that
I love
in on top as
samphire,
well.
so this bodes
Oh, do you know
well.
that samphire? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's delicious. Okay.
Really nice.
Oh.
What did you...
Back among yourselves. It's going to take a few minutes. Oh, that's delicious. That's like a dinner.
It is. It's a full dinner.
What do you think it is? Of course it's a dinner.
For me, it'd probably be a snack, but for most normal people, that'd be it if you like. If you
Oh
had a bit
no,
of
that was
crusty
6
bread.
people. Oh yeah.
I do this
It's
as
almost
one
like
of
a
my
stew, isn't it?
one pots or one of my quick meals in my demos, so that it is. It's a full dinner for a busy family, and you can make it really quickly when you don't have much time when you get in from
really
work.
healthy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
really
And
healthy.
Really
And
healthy, really good.
the chorizo just adds that little bit of.
See, I like the
extra.
chorizo in it now. I must admit, I think that's something a bit different.
You know what? It doesn't need the cream. I take it back. It does
Great.
not need the cream. Absolutely
that.
delicious. Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
that
very
this morning.
much.
Now we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you in a few minutes.